Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska and Memorial Stadium. This sea of red ready to rock. One of the most loyal fan bases in the sport, ready to see the Cornhuskers get back to that championship level. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see a team that made use of a bye week, the TCU taking on the #1 team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got the returner corralled. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Quarterback keeps the football. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting, they thought with certain formations, they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some big plays. Here we're seeing it to get this game started.
They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll ride the back again here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. On the run here, lets it go. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Knight. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on 3rd and long? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Snags a quick throw.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. And that's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were, and they're able to make the tackle short of the line.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. The pocket breaking down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. He's escaping the pocket now. Under pressure, just lets it go. Oh, that's just a throwaway there on 3rd down. And now a 4th down play coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's found some room at the 45. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, TCU. There was a foot race and he won it. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes the score 7-3. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner is brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Caught over the middle. It's Knight. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and if you go play action, it affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up second down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. That's a design quarterback keeper. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The back's got it on the pitch. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Nebraska. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Not much on that play. Brought down short.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
That completion sets up a second down play. Will hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Oh, and he fumbles. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier. Not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled, but first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Gets some space around the 30. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Huskers. Strong game by this quarterback. And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. TCU offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Moffitt. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across midfield. At the 30 now. At the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Let's fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw.
And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Horned Frogs looking to cash in this red zone trip. Powers through the tackle. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
TCU 14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Nebraska.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Powers through a tackle. And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the TCU offense takes the field. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
That one moves the ball across the 40. Second down after that run on the previous play. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the back.
He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point.
Nebraska 31, TCU.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they stop him, but not before. An explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
That's going to be incomplete. A 1st down drop here in the middle of the field. And now the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And that's a solid return after the interception.